take in a day?
Oh, 2, 3. I didn't reject anyone, deny anyone. When someone asks, now I immediately ready. That my personal work sometimes postpone. I postpone. I adjust my time according to like. But somebody asked, and I never deny.
Great. Really good nature, ma'am. Okay.
Yeah, that's it. Right. Hey, ma'am, how are you?
Thank you, ma'am. I'm absolutely fine. Thank you for asking. And what about you, ma'am?
Yeah, I'm also buzzing with positive vibes, and like you are so smiling face with really it's adding my energy. It you are smiling is add my energy. Really, I'm happy to see you here with on my YouTube channel. Really, and what about you? How's your day is going on?
Yeah, ma'am. Actually, as you know, that today is Sunday, so everything is running go really slow. But yes, and I am really excited to have session with you because we are connecting for the very first time. So I was pretty much excited since morning when I just saw your message. So that is how my Sunday is going on.
Really, really. The feeling is mutual. Likewise, I am also very elated to see you here and having you here. Thanks, ma'am. So let's start. But before starting, little bit introduction from your side, ma'am. Then after my side, little bit because audience get bored. So that's the reason, ma'am.
That
Only, yeah. Good.
So, yes, ma'am, my name is Preeti Tiwari. I come from Indore, Madhya Pradesh, where I was born and raised. And academically, I did my graduation in English literature, and I also hold a diploma in stenography. And by profession, I work as a back office assistant manager in export division. And recently, I have started my YouTube channel where I upload both solo and conversational video, and apart from that, I am an avid reader. So whenever I get time, I try to read more and more because nowadays I am in journey. So I think that how much I will read, it will just improve my English. So yes, that is little bit from my
Wonderful,
end.
wonderful, beautiful. Your quality is so nice. All the quality is very important for the English journey as well for the growth. Really, you have, and it's great. So now my side, I am Neelam Ma'am. I am from Delhi. This time I am professionally an English teacher. I am also avid reader, content writer, and you know that you as you know that we are YouTuber, and usually we upload the English content for the English learner as well for our practice. And next, yeah, this day I am taking the spoken English classes also for the beginner. Yeah, this is new addition from my side. Okay,
Nice to know about you, ma'am.
so really, you know that Sunday is very nice day every for everybody. Everybody like Sunday because naturally this time from they get the break from the hectic time, hectic schedule, and like weekends. And after getting the weekend, everybody has so much plan. So and some want to unwind themselves when they get the Sunday. They are so happy, elated to get the Sunday, and they plan some time for the hanging outside. Sometime go visit the relatives. Sometime having the ample they because they have the ample time that day. That's the reason they want to spend their time with their kids, children, family members. Really, it's a great. So as we think that okay, every Sunday everybody plans something. So, ma'am, what do you think? Planning is very important. So, what should we do? So, everything everything get well according our plan. What do you
Yeah.
think? Should we take? What kind of policy? What kind of trick we should follow? Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am. First thing I would like to say, you said it very rightly that most of the people just they wait for Sunday because after 6 days we get this day, and but my opinion is on that it depends on person to person because if we talk about male gender, so they can easily plan to go out, and they can just plan anything because they don't have that much work. And being a woman, and if you are in working profession, so that time you have to manage all the things which are already pending throughout the weekdays, you have to complete on that day. So little bit the situation difference between both. So I would like to say my most of the Sunday just go in lots of clear all the pending tasks, like whatever I couldn't do in weekdays, so I try to manage on Sunday especially. But yes, sometimes that if we get bored, like spending our time and we are just following same routine, so that time we feel bored and we plan to go outside. So definitely whenever I just think that I have to go and our family just plan to go somewhere, so I definitely plan everything before one day ago. Like if we have to leave in the morning, so first I plan everything at night, like where to go and what precautions we should just follow and what kind of food we would carry with us. So this kind of preparation I already prepare at night, so that everything goes smoothly. You know what happened if we suddenly make plans and we just follow that plan, so it never succeed properly. You definitely have some hurdles and so many kinds of difficulty if you don't plan something before, so definitely you fail so many issues. So I am that kind of person that I always believe in pre-planning. I always plan something before and then I just go through with that, ma'am. So I'm this kind of person.
Yeah, ma'am, you said absolutely right. We have to plan. We should stay organized way. But organized way when we are very disciplined. So
Yes.
here one thing is very important to stay disciplined. If we are not disciplined, definitely there is no this everything. If we make the plan, everything is maybe went go into the vein. Plan is nothing when if we not follow the discipline, man. So absolutely right, you said that you planned, okay, but we have to follow the discipline. If we plan or we not get go according the sorted schedule, then but there is no matter to make the plan. So absolutely right, discipline is very important. We should be disciplined while if we plan the everything, if we plan for the things uh, that we think that everything should be fall in according our plan, according our wish, so definitely we should stay disciplined. So discipline has a very significant role for of this. Ma'am, what do you think, ma'am, about the discipline?
Hey, ma'am, yes, I am absolutely agree with your statement. And without discipline, you cannot just spend your life like perfectly. You know what happened? As I mentioned in my thing, my just before I said, I just mentioned that yeah, I always plan to when we go outside, and I always plan before a day ago, and then we just go. But yes, discipline is also matters a lot, because if you are not disciplined, so you cannot plan anything because everything is already mashed up in your schedule. How can you get the time for your outing and anything? Not outing, if you have some plan, so definitely you should follow discipline. But one thing I would like to say, ma'am, discipline is not the easy task. No, everyone can't just follow discipline because it's a hard task. And yes, people can make easily that they will follow discipline, and discipline can be made easily. But if the thing comes to follow that discipline, it is really hard because I most of the time I also try to be disciplined. But what happened initial days when I just started to be disciplined in my schedule, so someday it go really nice and everything good. But when I just feel little bit stressed and my mood just dropped and I don't feel doing like that nothing, so you know what happened, automatically my discipline just broke, and I can't explain that what feeling I just feel in particular that time. So but yes, we should always follow the discipline. Without discipline, you cannot get achieve success in your life, because if you just stick in your regular task, and if you don't have any particular timing to do particular work, so what will happen? You cannot do all the things on right time. Definitely, if you are in job, so you have to reach the office on time. So somehow you try to manage all the things that you just reach the office, because you cannot just leave that thing. So other things will be definitely will be disturbed. But yes, I would like to say last that we should follow discipline, and especially in children's life, because they are just growing up, and if we just seed this kind of discipline in their life, so definitely they will become success in their life. And we also follow the discipline, but initially, like, we should take little steps. If I think that no, from tomorrow onwards I will follow complete discipline, that I will wake up or 5 o'clock, then I will do yoga and then prepare breakfast and everything if I plan. So it can't be possible in one day. Everything you cannot just plan in a day and you just follow accordingly. So we should try to take little steps. That first try to make your habit wake up early, and if you just succeed in that habit, then you can just add more things in your discipline. So this is how you can manage your discipline lives, ma'am.
Absolutely right. I totally concord with you, ma'am, because absolutely you say said it, very very practical thing.
Yes.
Yes, we are human beings. All the time we can't be stay disciplined because in the home, if we are stay disciplined, in the office we stay disciplined. The life with would be like boring, like jaded. We can say. So all the time discipline's not work. Na? We need some their own way, we need some own space for our life, for our desires. Naturally, you said absolutely right. Otherwise what happened usually, we when we talk other person on the session, sometimes they usually spoke so much about the discipline. Yes, 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 but you said absolutely right and very pragmatic thing that yes, man, being a human being a human, we can't always follow the discipline because we are also have desires and wishes all the time on the people if all the time we can't be on the clock every time, all the time we can't be on the toe to do everything on time, because little bit flexibility, laxity we need to let something to enjoy the things. So it is very I really resonate with your points and really happy you said absolutely right, and I concurred with you. I have also this kind of mind notion because every time in the tight schedule, how we can lead the life. Little bit
Yes.
flexibility, little laxity is very important. Leniency very important for the life. Because every time we do like this, what happened? Our our soul, our mind could we can't make the we can't analyze our mind. We can't be familiar with inner voice. It's very important to give some space for inner voice. We should analyze. When we analyze what happened, our inner voice speaks want to speak something, but every time we can't surpass our fishings. Every time we can't suppress our the feelings and desires on the name of the discipline. Okay, only name of the discipline. If we go every time suppress the all the feelings and bottling up the feelings, what happened? At what time we would not like to go ahead, we can be throw in the towel. We are on the verge of the throw in the towel because we are already jaded. All these things daily, all the time, alternate. If so, that's the reason. Very important. This thing, if we are planned, so it is very important to stay disciplined. I also give respect to discipline and the consistency. It's very important because to further growth, if we want to move forward, and it's very important, significant role of the discipline. We can say it's a vital role. And if we don't follow the discipline, what happen? The things are not fall according our plan. Our organization way everything get into vain. Okay, and next day what happened? Without planning, we taking around like a chicken head. Uh, there is a beautiful name. Uh, Headless chicken, like headless chicken. You must heard about this idiom, headless chicken. If we are not according to discipline, we may be like the headless chicken all the time. We don't know what to do first and what to do later on. There is no priority, no primary, because we not plan that day. If we plan that day, so we are not know what is a priority, because all this thing is fall into the discipline. We can say all this thing is into the discipline. When we discipline, we know what is the priority and what is the what is the thing which is we need not. We can do later on. So first we usually take the priority things, so that our time should be invested in right way. Okay, ma'am. So this is the thing. That's the reason discipline. We usually give the importance of the discipline. When we stay disciplined, everything get according our way. Everything we our organization we also get valuable when we little bit very keen about the discipline. And when we discipline everything, so many goal, if we small activities, small goal if we set, definitely we can achieve, we can grab the small goal, because of the discipline. And you know that you just said that very rightly, that yes, discipline is very important in the student life. It is very important. Without this discipline, they can't get the success, and they're wasting time here and there, they're faffing around here and there. So definitely time will fly, and nothing there is in their hand will be remain nothing in their hand. And after when the time flies, we can say that there is no point to cry on spilled milk. So like
Definitely.
this, we should little bit careful about the discipline. But your point is also very valuable, and so I respect that. With being a human being, we should give the space, little space for our inner voice. And at least with the family member we are sitting, though, then there is no need to follow the every time discipline, timings, consequence, consistency. Even though these are important, but still sometimes we have give us some flexibility and leniency. Really, I really appreciate your point, and this is very truth. You spoke very truth. Otherwise, the people spoke too much about the discipline and the consistency and the success. But real thing is that yes, we need own space,
Yes.
sometime in a week, for 2 days, for one day, we should celebrate with ourselves, with our family member. There is no discipline, then there is no consistency, there is no any another thing. So this is absolutely right, ma'am. So one thing only last, ma'am, I want to, how you spend your day, like when you feel happy and you feel that now I'm so happy, let it over the moon. And but you feel that, and how to spend that time with your family, or or yourself only.
Ma'am, very nice question you asked. And you know, ma'am, actually, I am the kind of person who always try to be positive. I don't think about, I never think about negative things. Like, because I have to manage so many things, like my house, my family, then my office work, lots of things I have to manage. So, what will happen if I don't be positive? Okay, so sometimes it happens that, because being a human, we meet so many people. Like in my office I meet so many people, and our mind is like that. If we just a little bit heard hear about us negative thing, so we get feel bored, we feel just disappointed that why that person tell us about this kind of thing. So in every step you will get negative point from the people, because people are always ready to criticize you, always finding your faults on every moment. So now the situation has become like that. Every people is always ready to like criticize you. So that time I think that it is really necessary to positive from yourself, because otherwise if you take little things on your heart, so how will you survive? How can you just be happy with your family members? Like if suppose my I start my day since morning, I just play all the my task played all the task of my house, and I went to the office, and in middle of the road someone just told me any kind of comment, and if I took on my heart, and entire day I just think about that why that people told me and like that, so my mood is already ruined. So how will I just give happiness to my family members? Because our mind just stick on that point if we just don't have that kind of attitude, if you don't have positive nature, and if you always just feel negative thoughts feeling in your mind, so you can't be happy. And if you are not happy, so how can you just spread the positivity and happiness to others? So if actually I always try to be happy, I start my day with positive affirmation so that entire day I can be positive and energized. And this is how, because if I no, if I just listen any kind of negativity, I just replace with a positive thought, so my mood always just be happy. And this is how I just manage my thoughts whenever I just get any negative comment and anything, so I just replace it with my positive thought. And if, as you see that my face is really smiling, I always keep a find a smile on my face, because I believe that if you have a smile face and if you keep a beautiful smile on your face, so automatically you are so much stress automatically gone. Like
Yeah.
any person never feels hesitant, and they always just talk you with nicely because they know you are a happy people, so they can't just irritate you easily. So yes, this is how my days just go, and I spend my most of the time with my family and quality time, and they also know that I never just care about all the negative thoughts. So yes, ma'am, this is the kind
Wonderful,
of person I
wonderful.
am.
Really wonderful, ma'am. Really, and really, you are radiating with the smiling face, and you're smiling. Also, I said before that you're smiling, like amplifying my energy. You're
Thank,
smiling. It's really, after seeing you at first sight, you had me.
thank you, ma'am. And you know, you also notice this thing when you know, so many people they just always keep a like what kind of faces, they never smile, and when they speak, they we feel that they are just compelled to speak. It is not like that. If you are meeting someone, so at least you should just be little bit happy. At least they feel that now they are you are happy, like that person is happy to meeting with you, at least they feel. So that's why always try to be happy and keep a beautiful smile on our face.
Wonderful, wonderful. Thank you, ma'am. Thank you, really. I appreciate your ways, your notion, your standpoints, and really, it is the sublime conversation, captivating conversation we had. Really, I enjoyed your company, and I want to connect with you again, definitely in future. Thank you, ma'am.
Sure, ma'am, thank you so much, and it was nice talking you, ma'am. Thank
Thank
you.
you. Thank
Thank
you.